know how. It's either they never study it in the school. In the olden days, right from the primary school to the secondary school, they used to teach us basic things in agriculture. But it's not so. If you go to most of the schools now, we can't find agriculture or farm in their schools. What do you find? Playing ground or buildings here and there. There's nothing wrong for us to have ICT, but you can match ICT with agriculture. If you go to places like Kenya, Nairobi, Botswana, they practice some of these things. Technology with agriculture. Are we doing that here? In some of these countries, very low countries compared to us, just ordinarily from their house, they can operate through their house, through the irrigations, how to feed their animals. But we still have a long way to go in Nigeria. And with the leaders we have today, it's like they don't care. Let me put it that way. They don't care. We are all talking about politics now. That is the focus of everybody. And I challenge most of these politicians that what happened to the constituency allowances? They could have used this money to build some of these clusters of agro-processing centers for their centers instead of just buying this keke napep or kada when it comes to the election time. It's our money that they're throwing to us. We need to challenge our leaders. That what are you using with our constituency allowance? What are you doing with the security votes given to the governors?
You want them to use it to advance the food security and agriculture.
Exactly.
That's what you want.
Exactly. They could use
so
it.
What steps would you advise them to take? What steps? I mean, give me a blueprint or step-by-step approach to achieving that.
Land is very important. Give out lands to people that wanted to do farming. They have given too much power to the state governors. That is why we'll be talking about reversing of 1978 Land Use Act. Release land to people that wanted to use. After that, give them tractors to clear the land. After clearing the land, you make the job easier. Then give them improved seed, fertilizers. All these things you can control from your domain. You don't have to give money to these farmers. All what they need is necessary equipment and necessary seed to work with.
But this is the same thing that has been done in some other states, especially in the
Some
north.
other states, that is what they told you. But if you go to the farmer, they will tell you that most of these things are not released on time. I remember one time in Kebbi, all these people have to protest that they fill out the forms, they already met up the criteria. You did not release the fertilizer and the seed until the rainy season is over. So after that, in the geopolitical zone, as I said, create a hub where people can bring their produce and process some of these things, add value. By adding value, a lot of youth will come in. You can imagine how many people will work in an industrialization. We keep on talking of diversification, and industry are not improving. Without industrialization, we are wasting our time because some of these farm produce are supposed to be processed, and that is why you have the industry picking up. That's why you see a lot of people will go into processing. I trust our women in this country. If you give them the enabling environment by providing all these tools, they will improve on some of this farm produce. If you go down to the north now, you see some of this mango getting rusty. We could make juice out of the concentrated juice. And 80% of the concentrated juice we use today for the orange juice that you are drinking or pineapple juice you are drinking, 80% are being imported. These are not supposed to be so.
What's your advice to, say, the Minister of Trade, for instance, to try to give a sense of protectionism for the growth of our industries?
We have all these technology schools, like Yaba Tech and all these technology schools. Why can't we have FIRO that manufacture or that fabricate some of this equipment? Are you funding them, or when you fund them, are you supervising them? I see no reason why we have FIRO and we still lack some of this equipment that we're supposed to use to make simple orange juice or cracking some of this oil palm we have or extracting the nut from the cashew nut. You understand what I'm saying? So I see no reason why they cannot. All the technology we have, they have been totally underfunded. You go to most of these schools. I passed through Yaba Tech yesterday. It was an eyesore. The roads are not good. Is this an environment that you want the young people to really study when the environment is not even conducive? So I will advise the Minister for Trade and Investment that you need to bring some of this Manufacturing Association of Nigeria and put some youth under them to train them. These are the future of tomorrow. Not just you finish your school, you serve, no job. So we need to be a creation of employment. within ourselves, and that is where you have the agro-processing here and there. There's a way where you can reduce some of these prices of foodstuff if you are really going to be sufficiency by 2030. I don't see it coming, but it is possible if our government are willing to listen to the stakeholders in agriculture. Because I always look at the board they always said, or the committee they always said. They will never put the people that are really concerned with agriculture. We have so many emergency contractors, so many emergency consultancy that we go to there, we do this. Those are paperwork. I'm talking of reality. Recently, some people were attacking their farm through the herdsmen. Who compensate these people? By the time this one is done, a lot of people will be discouraged. What happened to our banking sectors? Bank of Agriculture is there. It's like moribund. Bank of Industry, they are not really happy. Because by the time they give you the condition for you to be able to meet up this loan, you just go home and sleep and listen. I don't want to be bothered. And that is why you don't see most of the youth in this agribusiness.
Yes, I can agree that maybe the Bank of Agriculture is moribund, but the Bank of Industry is really it's really doing something on ground to try to see that people who are interested, be it in industry or in agriculture or whatever field, they have at least a good level of support for them. But we're going to take a look at another entirely different perspective to it when we return after this break. Join us again.